Okay, Amber and Layla, this is Old MacDonald, your Camp Allegro ensemble, the second piece. We looked at Old French tune in the first video that I made today. So I want to start this one in the same way. Let's start out with clapping. Now there's one measure that is different, okay? You guys have exactly the same rhythm the whole way through except for one measure. So when we get to that measure, I'll pause and talk about it, okay? So here's Old MacDonald. We're clapping the rhythm. Okay, ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and. Okay, now here, Amber, you have 3 beats of rest. So the rest of your measure is 2 and 3 and 4 and. Layla, you have 1 beat of rest, okay? So Layla, here's yours. You have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, so let's go on all together. This is the last measure of the first line. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Excuse me. Goodness, there's a lot of bloopers in my videos today. I apologize. Okay, let's start that last measure of the first line again. Ready, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 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 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Okay, before we start playing, I want to just point out a couple of things that both of you have. On measure 1, 2, oh wait, hold on. The second line, the third measure, I've circled it. I want you to know that you have a double up bow. Okay, so we've done this before in your Suzuki books. Okay, but that measure, you have a quarter note up bow and then a half note. Here's Amber's part. Rest. 3, 4. Okay, and I'll holler that out when we play it. I just wanted to point it out ahead of time. Okay, also too, you'll notice I've written lifts, quite a few lifts in there, because there's quite a few spots where you have a, like you have down, up, down, and a rest, and then another down, down, up, down, and I'll holler those out too. I felt like I should say too, the teacher in your group might have you just hook those instead of lifting. I kind of practiced it both ways, and I was on the fence which one was easier or better. So your teacher might have you go, and that would be fine too. I just had to pick one, so I'll do it with the lifts, but just be aware that your teacher might have you do hooks instead. But in any case, you've got the 2 down bows in a row. Okay, so this time I'm going to start with Layla's part. Okay, so same way for both of you guys. You can follow along, you can clap, you can pizzicato, you can play with your bow, you can do just fingers only. Okay, whatever you need to do to get comfortable with your part. So I'm starting with Layla's part on Old MacDonald. Okay, Layla, you start on an open A. Ready, go. A, D, D, 3, A, 3, 2, A, rest, hook, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, rest, hook, 3, lift, 3, 3, 3, left, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, lift, D, G, lift, and I'm going to pause here because I realized I forgot to talk about this ahead of time. Okay, this next to the last measure, okay, you have a down bow and then an up bow. And remember, the fermata means you're going to hold it. And then those 2 little slash marks means you're going to take a break. and then you have another down bow, and another hold, and then a break, and then the last note. Okay, so clear as mud? I know, Amber, you're over there saying mud's not clear. I know you. Okay, let's do the next to the last measure. This is Layla's part. Okay, so Layla, you're on an open D. Ready, go. Hold it, break, 3 on G. Hold it, break, and then D. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. So we've got a little bit of a dramatic ending to this version of Old MacDonald. Okay, so I'm going to go back up and do Amber's part now. Okay, so here's Amber's part that starts with a 3 on the A string, note name D. Ready, go. A, 1, A, 1 on E, E, 3, rest, 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 D, A, 3, 2, 3, rest up, A, B, A, lift, F, G, F, lift, A, B, A, 3 on D, 2, 3, 2, lift, 2, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, 2, lift, 1 on E, hold it, break, E, hold it, break, 3, and 2, and 3, and 4, and. All right, ladies, that's Old MacDonald.